You're watching the Sega Driven YouTube channel, and it's back to our Sonic Hacking Contest 2023 coverage. In this video we're taking a look at Agent Stone in Sonic 3 Air, developed by HazelSpooder. Now I've got to be honest, this mod is a little disappointing, and especially considering all the sort of attention it's been getting. So this is a very slight graphical and presentation mod to Sonic 3 Air. Basically all the mid-level bosses, the ones at the end of Act 1 of each stage, have been changed out from being a sort of generic, machine created by Dr. Robotnik to take on Sonic before Robotnik does himself at the end of Act 2. And they've been changed out to be Agent Stone, who is Robotnik's lackey in the Sonic movies, the live-action ones in particular. And it's a nice idea. It's very cute. I do like what they've done with the presentation. I like his little. He's got his own little theme song, which is kind of fun. And yeah, his own sprites. He does. There's a couple of extra things that he does. There's a sort of running away sprite when you beat him. The way he's introduced during Angel Island is a little bit more dramatic in comparison to the original version of the stage. But that is it. That is all it is. It's just a new theme song and some graphical changes to the bosses at the end of Act 1 on each stage. That's all it is. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. It's the scope of this is very limited, I've got to say. It doesn't feel like it really justifies its existence, which is a real shame, because I like what they're doing. I'm fully behind all the love for Agent Stone as a character. Like, he is very much a key point and a real positive thing in the Sonic movies, but. Yeah, I feel like they could have done more with this character. I would have liked to have seen maybe all of the bosses changed to be Agent Stone instead of just the mid-level bosses. There's just not enough here to really justify its existence. It's just a very slight change to graphics and a new theme song. That's all there is to it. There's no changes to the mechanics of the boss. It's the same boss, just with a new lick of paint. Yeah, I really wish I had more to say about this, because I do like what they've gone for. I think it's very cute. I like the love for Agent Stone a lot. I just wish there was more to it. I wish it was more of the bosses. I wish there was more actually done to the bosses to make them a little bit more different, so that you actually get a different gameplay loop as opposed to the traditional Sonic 3 and Knuckles, boss structure. Yeah, I just I can't really get across anymore how disappointing this is, to be honest with you. It's so limited in scope that there's hardly anything to say about it, which is a real shame, because yeah, I've been following this for quite a while now, and I was always entertaining whenever gameplay and trailers and stuff show up on Twitter, but yeah, it's quite disappointing when it's finally in your hands. Unfortunately, it's just a change to the look of the Act 1 bosses and a new theme song. That's all there is to this mod, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, a nice bit of fun, but honestly, there's just not enough here to critique. It is a real shame. I would have liked to have seen this fleshed out a lot more. Into a bit more of a larger concept, but at the moment the scope of the mod is just so limited that there's just not enough to say about it. Yeah, difficult to recommend, unfortunately. I mean, it's a nice bit of fun, but are you really gonna play through Sonic 3 and Knuckles again just to see different Act 1 bosses? I don't think it's enough, personally.